In the ancient world of kings and kingdoms, wisdom was a valued treasure, sought after by rulers and subjects alike. Among these seekers, one stands uniquely distinguished: King Solomon, son of David and ruler of Israel. His story is more than a tale of regal opulence. It is an exploration of divine wisdom, a wisdom given by God Himself, recorded in the annals of history within the pages of 1 Kings chapter 3. Our narrative begins with a young Solomon, newly seated on the throne. He was entrusted with the monumental task of governing a great nation. Unlike many rulers of his time and ours, Solomon approached his duty with a profound realization. In his heart, he understood that true leadership leaned not on military might or vast wealth, but on sound judgment and understanding. It was in this spirit of humility and insight that Solomon made a pivotal choice during one profound night. At Gibeon, he encountered God in a dream. God presented Solomon with what may be the greatest offer a human could receive. Ask what I shall give you. Imagine, if you will, such an offer. It is a moment that tests the soul, revealing its deepest desires and priorities. Solomon's response was nothing short of remarkable. He acknowledged his youth and inexperience, recognizing that the great people he was to govern were beyond his understanding alone. Therefore, he did not ask for long life, riches, or the defeat of his enemies. Instead, Solomon asked for an understanding heart to judge God's people, to distinguish between right and wrong. This request pleased God. It was not just the content of Solomon's ask that won divine favor, but the manner in which it reflected Solomon's priorities. Solomon sought wisdom to serve others, to fulfill his duties justly and compassionately. Recognizing God's pleasure with this selfless petition, God not only granted Solomon unparalleled wisdom, but also promised him what he did not ask for: honor, wealth, and, if he remained faithful, a long life. The wisdom imparted to Solomon manifested in legendary ways. One of the most famous demonstrations was his adjudication between two women claiming the same baby. Solomon's wise resolution, his ability to discern the true mother through her compassionate response, spread his fame throughout the land. Yet most profound was not merely his wise rulings, but the principle underlying his wisdom. It was alignment with God's will. The essence of Solomon's wisdom was this alignment. Seeking God above all else was akin to orienting one's life toward divine truth, allowing for guidance far beyond human capabilities. His story illustrates that wisdom, in its truest form, is a gift of divine providence, given to those who earnestly seek God's kingdom and His righteousness. As Solomon's reign unfolded, so did the prosperity of Israel. The abundance and peace that characterized his kingdom were remarkable. This was a direct result of adhering to God's precepts, embodying the belief that wisdom is not merely intellectual acumen, but a deep spiritual understanding that governs our choices and actions. Moreover, Solomon's wisdom is not buried in antiquity, but remains a testament to timeless truths. In our modern era, the quest for wisdom remains fervent. Yet true wisdom requires more than intellectual pursuit. It demands a heart focused on godly principles, a heart that dares to ask not for self-enrichment, but for understanding and the ability to enact justice. The lessons of Solomon resonate deeply, challenging us to reflect on our priorities. In a world often obsessed with material gain and personal success, Solomon's seeking of wisdom as a means to serve sets a compelling example. It is a call to align our aspirations with higher values, reminding us that when we seek God's kingdom first, all other things are indeed added unto us. As we conclude, let Solomon's journey be a beacon. His story is clear. It demonstrates that amidst power and prestige, it is the wisdom of God that stands unfaltering. In seeking God first, we receive not only His wisdom, but also the boundless gifts that accompany a life properly aligned with the divine will. True wisdom, as Solomon showed us, is indeed a heavenly gift,
a precious treasure that guides through the ages, revealing to those who ask the path to truth and justice amidst the complexity of human experience. Thus ends the contemplation of Solomon's wisdom and the divine alignment that makes his story not only a part of biblical history, but an enduring lesson for all generations.